Hi everybody, welcome to Yoga Express. We're going to start in 1 minute. So as always, grab your mat, get comfy, get on the ground, and we're going to spend some time together. All right, hopefully you have some water next to you, even though this is a lower intensity class. We still need our fluids. And if you want a sweatshirt or socks or anything like that, make sure it's near you. And if you want any sort of props, by all means, please do so. So let's get started. We're going to start 2 minutes, nice and easy. Always do that at the beginning of class, always do that at the end of the class. It gives people, number one, an extra minute to come on in. And it gives them some sort of like bookends of, we always do this at the beginning and we always do this at the end. So deep breaths, body scans, gratitude lists, anything you want. Feel free to close those eyes or just kind of gently just stare into nothingness. All right, 3 more breaths in and out. In and out. And in and out. Wonderful. Let's transition to all fours. All right, we're just going to kind of wiggle a little bit here, a little side to side, a little front to back, whatever feels good. And we're going to tuck those toes under and then just lean forward and come back. Lean forward and come back. This feels good and you want to add on, let's lift those legs into downward dog. Lean back, come forward. Lean back and come forward. You decide which is better for you today. Regardless, we're doing 3 more. For 3. For 2. For 1. And then drop those knees if you had them lifted up. Let's take one leg, bring it back behind and cross it behind. So we're here in this little, if my left hip is crossing over my right leg, so my right foot is over on the right side of my mat. I'm just gonna lift and lower. So point those toes down to the ground. Bend that knee, kick up. We're still on that diagonal. Ten, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Release. Other leg, bring it back. Lift it up, cross it behind, and let's lift and pulse. And bend that knee and pulse it up. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Release. Bring those knees nice and wide. Sit back and come forward. It's the same as before, but now our knees are out. Three, 2, 1. And let's swing those legs in front of us. Toes up towards the sky. You can kind of give yourself a little massage on those quads if you want. Grab your left leg and bring it in. Give yourself a big squeeze. Take your right foot, point it up towards the ceiling, and reach down towards that right foot. Both of my hips are on the ground. I'm trying to divvy up the weight equally amongst both sides. And then come on up, and let's just do a nice little spinal twist here. And release. Okay, what I would like you to do here is take those hands and just kind of have them off to the side. I want you to lift this foot off the ground. Just lift and lower. 10, 9, shoulders back and down. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Relax. I want you to do the same for this bent leg. Just lift up. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. All right, let's release. And let's bring the other leg in. Let's give it a big squeeze. Toes pointed up. Now I'm going to reach for those toes as far as I can, keeping the weight on both hips. And let's release, and let's do a little spinal twist on the side. And let's release. Let's bring those arms down, shoulders back and down. I don't want you up here, down. All right, let's lift the straight leg first. Lift for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. All right, other leg. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Beautiful. Let's come to a cross-legged position on our mat. And let's just roll the hips up. And the other way. Walk those hands in front. Keep those hips on the ground. And roll it up. Switch the legs. Roll those hips. Other way. And then bring those arms in front. And release. Bring those knees in and lay on your side. All right, let's do some up and overs with that top leg. So we're going to relax our body down so our head and neck is nice and neutral. We're going to lift up, come a big circle up and down. So we're a big like rainbow motion. We're not just doing this, unless of course you are doing that on purpose, totally fine. But if you're doing the full extension, we're going from corner up to corner, okay? So really squeezing that hip and really getting some height. If you need to have your hand down in front to keep yourself from rolling over, totally fine. And we're gonna do 10. So start at the top of the bottom part of your mat, and let's go to the other side. Hold this up for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Beautiful. Let's come into a side plank here. So that side plank can be on your knees. It can be on the sides of your feet. Your feet can be stacked. Your feet can be wide. We're going to do some hip dips here. So like the shoulder and elbow to be in as much of an alignment as you possibly can. I think I'm going to cut the difference and do my plank with one foot in front, one foot the other. So you can decide you're going to go join me, higher, lower in the intensity, you decide. Totally fine. Lift up. Let's lift up and let's drop for our 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Hold up. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and down. All right. This is a good chance to get a little drink if you want it. And we're going to do the same on the other side with those rainbows first. Let's get yourself situated. Foot out front. And let's lift up. For 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. These don't mess around. 9 and 10. Whew. Alrighty. Side plank with a dip. So I'm stacking my feet farther apart from each other, stacking my legs, widening my feet, staggering my feet. All right, let's lift up and for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Hold for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Lower down. Take a second. I'm going to grab a drink really quick. And let's go back into our tabletop. And let's just kind of wag your imaginary tail back and forth. Drop those hips to one side. Look over. See if your ankle's still there. And then drop your hips to the other side. And check over, is your other ankle still there? Come back through center. Let's come into our downward dog. Pedal it out. And walk those feet to meet the hands. And we're gonna roll up. Nice and Beautiful. Here at the top of the mat, we're gonna take one arm and come up and over. Other side, up and over. And reset. Now let's take that front arm, loop it around, big circle. Other arm, big circle. Full body here. One more each side. All right, let's add in a little movement up to down. So you're gonna reach down. I'm gonna take this left arm. I'm gonna reach it down towards my right foot. Come on up. Big side stretch. And release. Other side, reach it down. Come on up. Big, huge side stretch. And release. Let's make it a little bit more fluid. Reach down, graze that foot. Come all the way up. Big circle. Other side. Full body movement. Two more each side. If you want to come up on your tiptoes, when you come up, option. One more each side. Scoop it down, reach it up, and back down. Reach it down, scoop it up, and back down. Beautiful. Shake it out. Let's put those hands in front in prayer pose. And let's do some chair with a little rotation and a little movement. All right, so we're gonna sit back in our chair pose. And everything's going good. If you would rather have your arms out in front here, you can. Otherwise, your hands are here. And let's rotate and face one way. Come back to the center. And go the other way. Come to the center and roll up. All right, that's our flow. We're going to add a little bit more movement in. Hands in front. Reach it down one way, the other way, and we're going to make like a figure 8 here with those arms. We're still in that chair pose with our legs. We're almost like we're turning our arms are a little fish and they're swimming up the stream. Let's go for 4, 3, 2, 1. Straighten the legs, let the arms hang. Shake the head, yes. Shake the head, no. And then slowly come on up to standing and come into mountain and come to the front of your mat. Take a second. Are we ready for some tree today? We haven't done a tree in a couple weeks, so let's do that. I'm going to face forward. You can face the front of the mat if you so desire. And you decide, are you here? Are you here? Are you here? I've seen a modification with a strap for a tree that was really awesome. We're obviously not going to get into that because I didn't tell you to bring a strap today. But you could always Google tree pose with strap assist. And it's a really cool way to do it if you feel like you're not ready for that stage yet. But I'm going to be here today, making sure that I'm not on my knee, even though that's feels like a great place to go. And I'm going to try to bring my arms up towards the sky today. You can decide where you want them, totally fine. All right, so we're doing 2 30-second each side. So this is a longer hold. So if you fall out or step out, just step back in. And as far as the counting goes, I'm literally just going to count to 30 in my head, okay? So find the position of your choice for 3, for 2, for 1, and left. 2, 1, and come down. Now, if that is easy for you, I want you to kind of go through and see, are your shoulders back and down? Are you not holding your breath? Is your knee, if it is in that direction, is it planted all the way out and opening up the hip? Are you challenging yourself in balance? Are your hips in line? So think about all those things, and usually you'll find something that you could focus on. Not that it's wrong, it's something you can focus more on, getting more in alignment. And it shouldn't be an easy thing where you're just like, oh, it's 30 seconds, I can be there for 5 minutes. So go through your checklist and find what you need to work on, especially when you go through the second round on each side. All right, so around number 1, side 2, and 3, 2, 1. Two, 1, release. Walk about, stretch out those feet, stretch out anything that you find needs to be stretched out. Grab some water, do your thing. And we're gonna go through one more time. Now, if that for someone's easy, as I said, maybe do you bring that leg up a little higher? Maybe do you close your eyes or change your focus to try to challenge that balance? Those are options too. Okay. Last time through, and 3, and 2, and 1. Two, 1, and release. Shake it out. Last little hard bit right here. Get ready, get set. 2, 1, and go. Two, 1, release. Shake it out, come back into our mountain, pull those shoulders back and down, point that chest out, puff it out. Big breath in, big breath out. Turn and face one way. Turn and face the other way. Release, cross the right leg over the left. Bring that right arm up and over. And release. Other side. Up and over. And release. Come to the front of your mat. Bring those arms back, up, a little back bend. So one dive down. Bend those knees, let those hands touch the ground. Come back to a plank. One foot back to plank, the other foot back to plank. And let's just go back and forth. Downward dog to plank. Cooling it down. Downward dog to plank. 5 more. 5. 4. 3. 2. And 1. Drop those knees. Sit back on those heels. Spinal twist one more time before we go into our Shavasana. Other way. Come back to center. Take your hand, place it on your head. Ever so slightly bring that elbow to the side and bring that ear towards the shoulder. And release, other side. Release, lean it forward, come on back. Forward and back. A few more. 2 more. And the last one, we're going to hold it down in that child's pose. Rock a little side to side if that feels good for you. Roll it on up and transition to your Shavasana pose of choice for today. So we're going to end class in that pose. I will let you know when time is up. I think I'm just going to sit up for this. You're more than welcome to do so as well, as long as you're comfortable. But highly suggest lying down. It gives you a little more freedom to just be and relax and end class nice and softly. Okay, when you are ready to face the world again, slowly bring some movement back to your arms and to your legs, and slowly bat those eyes open and make your way comfortably to a seated or standing posture. Thank you so much for coming to Yoga Express today. Have a great day and welcome to May. Bye.